Hi everyone, welcome to episode 120 of the Army Think Tank podcast. I am Jen.
Jess,
And how are we doing this week?
we're pretty good. I mean,
I got my summer cut.
yes, we love it. It's so
You can't
cute.
see it like that much with the headset on, but that's pretty much it. There's not as much hair and it's short.
Love it.
I've never gone this short before.
Oh, really?
The shortest I've been was like more collarbone.
Oh.
That's when the both time I donated my hair when I was younger.
Gotcha.
And it was what I think last summer. That's what I did too. But I decided to go more like a little bit under chin length.
Love it. Love it. It's cute.
With a little
I've
layers.
gone like extremely short, like boy.
Yeah,
short.
people were like, "This is not short." I was like, "Do you not know?"
Well, to you.
Do you not know that during my secondary school days, I had my hair down to my butt? This is short for me.
Yeah.
But also, I have a very round face, so I do want to keep some length for that reason.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
I like it. I've had my hair like so many different ways with so many different colors that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, I usually go to my hairstylist and I'm like, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay.
My mom was like that for the longest time as well, because our hairstylist back home was doing 3 generations in my family. So she was doing my maternal grandma, she was doing my mom, she was doing basically all my family, so including me since I was a baby. And my mom was basically just her test subject for whenever she would go and learn new like things, like the new colors that would be like trendy. And so my mom was her test subject for years before like she retired. And I don't think I would have the same confidence, even though I trust my hairstylist then and now. I just like having somewhat a bit of control over my hair.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, but she was really surprised when I told her I wanted like a little bit under chin length. She was like,
"Are you sure?"
I was like, "Hell yeah. Get rid of the hair on my head. It's hot."
It's hot out here.
And because I can't tie it as much, I can use my headbands again. So I'm pretty happy. I look like a soccer mom, but I don't care.
We love it. Soccer moms unite.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. What did I do this week? Oh, on Saturday I went to a cup sleeve event, which was so exciting. So it was put on by Calgary BTS and JK Charms. They are like the duo of the century. It was so much fun. I mean, like getting to see armies. I'm sure like I posted like a video on our social media about like what
if
the
you haven't
space
seen it,
like.
you should go and watch it because it's really cute.
It's cute. I had such a good time, and then I met up with my friends and we went to H Mart afterwards.
Ooh,
of course.
Hell yeah.
Of course. And then we went to this Korean photo booth that's actually in Calgary that I didn't know existed. Yeah, and we got to like take photos. They have the In the Soup 17 edition of photos. We didn't do that because we were like, there was like 5 of us, so we wanted to like get everybody in the same like photo. A doggo.
He's licking my leg.
Cute. But yeah, we wanted to like just take photos all together. There's like one photo of us. I'll have to show you the photo later, or you can like see my Instagram. But there's one where we actually found 2 banana like head pieces because my one friend and I, both of our biases are Jin, so we had to put the banana costume on. We had to. It was a must. It was a necessity.
This is Suki.
Hi, Suki.
She's a good girl.
Cutie. And then we went and watched, we were going to watch both because this weekend was the double feature of the documentaries. But instead of going to theater, they just like came back to my house and then we watched, we got through Yoongi's because we kept like chatting with each other. So they had to like go home eventually.
Yeah, I feel that hard.
It was really fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, I love like having my army friends in town that we can like go to events together and like I don't know, just like experience BTS together is because like a lot of my really good friends are not in the same province, and so sometimes it's hard to like
I feel that.
celebrate if we're not together, but
also,
it's really
happy late Father's Day to your dad.
Yes, Papa Jess was in town this weekend actually because he was going
Hell
golfing. He went golfing like twice over the weekend. So
listen, it was his weekend.
It was this weekend. He decided what he was doing, man.
Yeah.
Listen, when when spring and summer start to come around, that's all my dad does all weekends long is golf.
Listen,
and that's his favorite thing.
Mine watches cars.
There you go. See, it's the same thing.
It took me forever to be able to reach Papa Jan on Sunday. I tried to call him, he didn't answer, and so I was like, he's probably watching cars.
100%.
So I called my mom.
Yeah.
She wasn't home.
Yeah.
She went and saw her dad.
Yeah.
Grandpapa Jan. And then I was like, well, I'll try calling my brother. Because he's probably at home.
Yeah.
So even if he's not outside with my dad, he can like go up and tell him to answer his phone. Call my brother, and he's like, "Why do you need to talk to dad?" I was like, "What day is today?" He's like, "Oh, it's Father's Day." So it's like, "Yeah, tell him to answer his phone." And so I was like, finally able to talk to my dad. But yeah, when he's not working outside, because from spring to like mid fall. He's usually out of town for work for like weeks at a time. He comes back during the weekend, but like he's gone the whole week otherwise.
Right.
So on the weekends, that's what he does. He usually does that in the morning and then like go sit in the pool with a beer in the afternoon.
Love it. So, that's what dad should do.
But yeah, so happy late Father's Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day
to your dads and father figures or anyone that has that position for you. And if you don't and you're non-contact with your dad, then we'll be your dads.
Yeah.
There you go.
Easy.
We have enough dad jokes too.
100%. I do learn from the best, so realistically.
Yeah, Jin and my dad, so it's probably the same for you, I'm assuming.
100%. 100%.
But yeah, so we got I mean obviously some more Festa stuff because Festa.
Yep. This weekend was like the last little bit of like the official Festa. Like celebrations for Army continues because our birthday's in July, so
yeah,
we kind of just
we're gonna be
2 months.
celebrating yeah, at least until Army's birthday.
100%. Yeah, at least until Army's birthday, and then we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. So Take Two debuted at #1 on Billboard's Global 200 and Billboard Global excludes, I think, US charts.
It does, yeah. Which is crazy.
Their 7th song to achieve that. It's the 7 again.
It's 7 again, and
7 again.
The fact that we got them the #1 on a song that like wasn't even meant to be like a streamed song, like it wasn't like Butter or Dynamite.
Technically, there's like no MV.
No,
it's just like here's a gift for you guys from us, and we were like, well, there's a gift for you guys from us.
Yeah. So I'm so glad that we were able to achieve this. And even like on Billboard, like Hot 100, being at 48 is still a massive achievement.
Oh, yeah.
So congratulations.
Being on that chart altogether is amazing.
It's huge. So congratulate yourselves, US and PR Army, and then everybody else in the world, to our I-Armies. Congratulations on the #1.
I did my best not to loop. I helped.
Yes. It was so hard not to loop that song.
It was so hard.
Oh God, it's so hard. I love that song so much, and it's just such a beautiful gift that they were like able to give us. Even though they're not together, it still feels like they're together, you know?
Yeah, it's on mine and Jacob's car playlist. So
yeah, it's such a good car song.
It's not going away.
I tell you, man, like it's such a good summer song. Like that's why I made the summer playlist, because there's so many songs that I can fit with. It's just chef kisses. Yeah, because it's a totally different sound. Like as we said, it's a totally different sound than what we're used to from BTS. So it's slots together with a lot of other songs. 100%. Really well. Yeah, it works so well. So good. Hell yeah. We also got another exciting announcement this week. I am going to devour this particular piece of media that we're getting. So we're getting a behind the scenes look at BTS through written text. So it's going to be an entire book. They have written it themselves. It's also written by a really famous journalist in Korea. So it's called Beyond the Story, which is a great title for a book, first of all. I had pre-ordered this book before it was even announced because there was speculation that it was going to be Taylor Swift's book, and I'm like, no. It's the 10-year anniversary of BTS. Yeah. Ain't no way this is about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So it's basically a behind the scenes stories of their journey so far through interviews and more 3 years of in-depth coverage by Mun-sok Kang, I think I pronounced that right, who has written a lot of K-pop and other Korean culture media. So it's presented chronologically in 7 chapters, which of course it had to be 7.
Hell yeah.
From before their debut to BTS's present. Again, they are
there it is.
They are sharing their own personal stories. So it's about them, for them. There's also like a ton of new like photos we've never seen before. There's 330 unique QR codes in there with photos.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm so...
Also, it's almost like 600 pages long.
It's huge. It's going to be
so excited.
A massive book. I will leave links down below to...
I just added the USA Amazon one as well.
Thank you, because I couldn't, obviously.
Hey, I got you.
So I'll add down below the Canadian Amazon, US Amazon, Target, Barnes & Nobles, like anywhere that you can get them, I will add it down below. I'll try and find the ones for Japan and Korea as well, just to put them in the description. But it's going to be an amazing book. I'm so looking for it. I'm going to devour this thing when I get it. Like, you don't understand.
Jacob had the audacity to tell me, you're going to get that book and then just put it on display. I was like, no, I'm going to read it first.
I'm going to read this book first. You know, like any... I love the fact that it's written by them, for them. And it's kind of like a little history book of everything that they've been through.
In the US right now, it's #1 in the
Same with
number
Canada.
1, in the history section.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited. I'm so incredibly excited. When I get it, we'll share like all
some of the pictures. I'm just like
stuff.
excited for like their side of everything that's happened over the years.
Yeah.
From the fun stuff to the less fun stuff.
Yeah.
To put it lightly.
It's gonna be amazing. And we did get like a little teaser of what the chapters are gonna be called.
So excited.
Where is this list?
I love books.
I know, me too. Well, and if BTS recommends it, I'm more than
he was
likely
also
gonna read
like,
it.
oh, we could get the audiobook and then you can read it on the Kindle. I was like, first of all, no. Second of all, it was like $2, like $3, like pricier than getting the physical book on Amazon.
Yeah.
And so I was like, no, I'm getting the physical thing.
I'm gonna get.
It's like, why do you think like I read on my phone, yes, but why do you think like when I can get a physical book, I get a physical book?
100%. I want the hard copy.
I'm a bookworm through and through.
The only thing that I'm like kind of cheesed about is the fact that the Korean and the Japan versions of those get photo cards.
Where are my photo cards?
I want the photo cards.
That's what I'm saying.
I want the goddamn photo cards. I know, it's like very stupid that I care about cardboard, but like, I want them.
This is our modern version of Pokemon cards. What do you mean?
100%. I need them.
We, like, when we were young, we collected Pokemon cards, and now we've upgraded.
Yeah. I can't find the photo with what they're called. Anyway, the point of it is that it's going to be an amazing book filled with all of their personal stories, and I legitimately can't wait to just devour this thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's going to be so good.
I don't think it's gonna, like, from what I think how, like, big that book will be, not necessarily in thickness, but, like, in size.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna fit in my nightstand. My nightstand is really small.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Thankfully, I have my dresser right next to it.
Yeah. It's gonna have to go on my non-fitting shelf of stuff.
Well, we'll try to find a spot, you know.
It'll a spot will be found.
Yeah.
For this book.
Maybe it'll be on my desk. Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe you'll see something other than wires. Whatever. But otherwise for Festa, we got the fireworks show.
We
this week
did
as well.
So Namjoon went live. I actually did stay up for this.
I did not.
The fireworks.
But
I fell asleep.
I was able to. I saw the fireworks though because it was still up on YouTube.
Yes, it's still up on YouTube, so you can go and see it. So Namjoon's live was very cute and sweet. He was reading a lot of army stories out loud. He read.
Listen, it sounded like freaking confessions with army.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Junie just judging all of us.
Well, and he started to make like
it.
voices and stuff.
I'm here for it.
Oh my god!
I need to check if it's still up on Weverse or something.
I was laughing so hard. So yeah, he talked about like a whole bunch of army stories that were like submitted, and he read 7 of them, obviously. Another like funny moment was he got a phone call from JK but didn't recognize
him.
I immediately knew. I was like, this is
me too. And then, also especially when he was like Hyung. It was like just the only way, like that Hyung, you know it was Jungkook.
Also, his voice is so
I know, but like if you didn't know before that, whenever he said Hyung,
he was making me question everything that I knew about everything. I was like, Namjoon, it's JK.
Junie was like, what?
What?
They've been apart for too long.
V called as well to wish Armisa well in his own special way. And then we got a very special like video from both Jimin and from Suga. And there was like a little quiz that they did as armies, which I found so hilarious because Namjoon was like, "Are you for real?" Like,
oh, by the way, if anyone wants to rewatch, because the fireworks show is on YouTube, but if you guys want to watch Junie's stream for Festa, it is on Weverse and the subtitles are there.
Yes. Yeah. There was live subtitles, but I found it very funny because I think they were trying to keep up with Junie because when he
speaks pretty fast.
He speaks so fast, like so incredibly fast. We also got 2 special performances from him, being Persona and Wildflower, because I think we're not going to be able to hear Persona for a long time.
I fucking love Persona.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's
like such a good song.
Like solo albums aside, it is my favorite Junie solo song.
It's so good.
I love Persona. So not just because it's like on the album when I became ARMY.
Yeah.
But just because it's so good.
It's so good.
It's just so good.
It's just so good. And also Wildflower. And you know, he was talking about because he's probably the next to go for his military service, which makes sense. And I saw this like discourse on Twitter.
I mean, we know that also when Yuki's done with his tour, because he's basically done.
Yeah, he just has his soul next.
Yeah.
And you know, there is some discourse about, you know, Tae, Jungkook, and Jimin leaving at the end of the year, but we were told this from the beginning because they all want to be back for 2025. So we were told this, like the first instant that we were told that they were going into their military service, they all were going to leave by the end of this year. So the faster that they go in, the faster that they will come out.
Yeah, a lot of like speculation is that they're going to be back by not early 2025, but more but mid 2025.
Yeah.
At the earliest. So I know we say like 2025, but it's not gonna be like, oh, January 1st, surprise, we're back.
Yeah, no.
We're gonna have some of the members, yes, but not all of them.
Yeah. They'll all be out by the end of 2025.
Oh yeah.
Is basically the gist of that. I just, you know, the faster that they go in, the faster that they'll come back to us, and that we'll have OT7 back together.
I mean, Jin is also like already a third of the way through his, so
yeah, he'll be out next year during Festa. Like he's literally gonna be out June 13th of next year. So, you know, it seems like a far distance, but honestly, we're in June already. Like it's time is going by so quickly. So don't fret. Namjoon going.
We're also like late June already.
Yeah.
So we're technically almost in July.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
Yeah, it's been going by so fast.
It's going by so quickly. And the fireworks show was narrated by Jungkook, and it was so the fireworks were so beautiful. I kept seeing like people who were actually like there on their like TikToks and Instagrams and stuff, and it was just such a beautiful event. I also saw a lot of discourse like after the event of how clean we were, how we were respectful. There was no like you know, intervention by
armies,
like, police or anything like this, even though there was like obviously a presence there to keep people safe and all this stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't needed because
people, with the amount of people, they don't have a choice but to have at least a presence.
Yeah. And there was I think the total number was like 400,000 people, and they were expecting way less than that. So
why do they keep expecting
us? I don't know. But I'm so happy that so many armies got to experience that and like enjoy the festivities and see Namjoon, and that we were able to like see him, because he was only supposed to be there for an hour and he stayed for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So
at the end of the day, he's like, this is my time. Go away.
This is my time. Leave me alone. But it was so good to see him. It was so good to hear his voice and him talk about Festa and Army. And I miss him, obviously.
I do too. Yeah. Yoongi finished his overseas tour, so all we're missing is the Seoul concerts that are going to be on the 24th and the 25th.
Yes.
Those are going to be live streamed. So if you did get ticket, don't forget to verify your tickets so you don't have to scramble when it's actually starting.
Yes. So the tickets are now live on Weverse. There's like a couple of different options. Unfortunately, like we talked about it last week in depth of everything, but there are some membership ones and the non-membership ones. So just make sure you're picking the ones you want. Yeah. That's
basically, we've already talked about ticketing. We're just waiting now.
We're just waiting now for the concerts.
The Baby Boy had, I call him Baby Boy, but that's just because I'm biased. Baby Boy had a seemingly like really good time.
Yeah. All his overseas shows were amazing. All the armies that went to those shows were absolutely fabulous. Like at every single stop were amazing.
He's been smiling a whole bunch, which you guys know we love to see.
We love to see it. And I hope he continues that with the Seoul concerts. Not that I have any doubt, because listen, K armies are
he's coming home essentially. So
we needed to bring a little bit of the bar up just to like meet K armies at the level that they already are. So
absolutely, I'm just so happy he was able to do it, even though it's for sure like very scary not touring with his members, but he's done a fantastic job.
So proud of him.
He like every like reel or like post he did seems like he had a really, really good time. So I'm very happy.
I'm so happy for him, and I can't wait to see these Korean shows. Like I'm so so looking forward to them, because I bet they're gonna be just spectacular.
Because
every way.
Because personally, I've only seen like clips here and there, so I'm excited to actually see at least one of the shows.
You guys know I've seen this show like
twice, minimum
three times with the theater as well.
Oh yes, that's true.
So this will be 5. A little less than Permission to Dance, but we're getting up there, you know.
Yeah, but Permission to Dance has been was on for a really long time.
Yeah, I saw that show like 6 times, and then plus all of the other shows.
Yeah,
I've seen that show a lot. Anyway, Jimin. So we got Angel Part 2 released last week, and it's a little bit different because it's got Charlie Puth as the addition. I was completely wrong for who was going to be the star.
I mean,
next guest, but
he's kind of a staple in the franchise, so I guess it makes
100%.
makes
Yes,
sense.
yes. I think, you know what, with the addition of the vocal lines, I do appreciate the part 2 a little bit more than the part 1.
Okay.
It feels a little bit more, it still sounds soundtracky, like to
I mean,
like
yeah.
a movie, you know what I'm saying? But I do think I like part 2 a little bit more than I like part 1. I think it's because I like Charlie Puth's voice a little bit more with a soundtrack like this.
Yeah.
Not that the rapping sections were bad, it's just not my
I mean, it's also just like a staple for
taste.
Fast and Furious. You have like a very
100%.
heavy like rap section, and then you
Yeah.
got some vocals. So I'm sure with having a little bit more vocals, it kind of counterbalanced the first part, but
Yeah.
that's probably like a refreshing change.
100%, because it's a little bit of a different vibe from the first one. Like, I don't know, it sounds more hopeful, I guess is the word that I would use, rather
Makes
than
sense.
the first one. But
Yeah.
it's like, it's still good. I added it to like all my streaming playlists for the for
part
Jimin.
one,
Yeah,
or just
so
yeah.
for all of like Jimin soundtracks, I've added that one with the first one. So if you guys want to stream that song, then you have all of the things. Plus, you can stream the entirety of Face. So realistically, what would
Who's
you rather
winning
do?
here? Who's winning here?
It's really Jimin. You know what I'm saying?
For Tay, for Festa, we got Le Jazz de Vie.
Oh my god.
A quote I saw from an army is that Tay did not choose jazz. Jazz chose V.
100%. His voice, I had said this on Twitter as well, but his voice is built for jazz. Like, there's something so
Haven't we been talking about that for forever at this point?
100%, 100%. I just needed to like get him to do it. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm sure he was itching to do it as
100%.
well.
100%. So to have like an addition to Festa be the like jazz, this like beautifully composed artwork that it really was. It was absolutely beautiful. His voice is just, it soars above the clouds.
Oh hell yeah.
And like I said, like his voice is just built for jazz. It's got this unbelievable soul presence to it.
And after that, like the comments on YouTube, it's like, I'm so excited for his solo album.
Oh my god. If he does a jazz album, I'll literally be buried in the ground.
Listen, like, there needs to be at least one jazz track on that album.
100%. Like if there's not, I'm gonna be like, Tay, what are we doing? Let's have a conversation.
Can we also get like a Tay version of Blue and Gray?
Oh,
because he wrote it. So.
He did write it. That would be so good.
Because remember, he said it was going to be on his album,
but then it was on B. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we might get like a
Tay version,
like a demo or like a Tay version.
Oh, that would be so good.
Love that. That'd be so good.
Tay, please make it happen. I love it.
At this point, I've been shooting my bullshit over and over, and most of it has come true. So
it's kind of working. So we're just like gonna put this into the universe and manifest it and a whole thing.
I've been doing so good this year with manifesting and guessing stuff.
It's true.
Compared to the last 2 years where we're clowning
the whole time. I like genuinely can't wait for his album. I feel like it'll be just like so perfectly Tay. Like I can't wait. It's gonna be so good.
He's been working on it for a long time.
A long time. I want it. Tay, give it to me.
Give it to me. Give, please. And JK, we got a Weverse letter from our golden magnate.
Yes, it was so incredibly Jungkook. Like I don't even know how. You know what I mean? Like I can't describe it anymore. It's just like it is JK. That's it.
I mean, last week we put him to sleep, so.
Facts. I mean, he is just so incredibly sweet. He really understands ARMY on a very emotional level. Like Namjoon understands us on an intellectual level so incredibly well, but JK really understands like our heart and what we like need to hear sometimes. And he's so incredibly sweet. He radiates joy and happiness for us all the time.
I mean, you also gotta remember that Jimin grew up with ARMY as well.
It's true.
Literally. Because
yeah,
he debuted so young.
Yeah.
That
Yeah. No, so. I agree. He's so incredibly sweet. If you haven't read the letter, please go and read it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's so sweet.
He's a baby. He's my age, but he's a baby.
He's a baby.
All right. Well, that brings us to our songs of the week.
Yes.
We made it.
We have
somehow
made it.
It wasn't too hard. I'm just saying.
No, it really wasn't.
All right. I'll go first. So my BTS song this week is Serendipity. Because today for the music challenge was your favorite Jimin song, solo song, and I tried not to do too much of like their like solo music.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes it's inevitable, just kind of like the one I chose for J-Hope. But even though I love all the songs on Face, Serendipity will always have like a very special place in my heart.
I love that song.
So that's my BTS song this week.
Love it.
And my non-BTS song is Cars Lettuce title track, Icky. It's so good. At first, like when I saw like the challenges on TikTok before I like listened to the full song, I was like, it's got kind of like a weird like chorus.
Oh, okay.
But it works. It works really well. And also knowing that a lot of like most of Cars' music is very inspired by Latino music, and it has their debut over 7 years ago.
Right.
It's always been like very heavily like
Spanish influence.
Yeah, Spanish like South America music inspired. Still has that in that title track. It's really, really good. So nice. Recommend you go give a listen.
Love it.
What about you?
Well, I've been listening to Take Two a lot this week, like at the BTS event and like all my stories.
I mean, I couldn't also put Take Two, so you know.
No, I love it. And then my non-BTS song, because in Calgary, it's been raining cats and dogs.
Yeah, it's been raining a lot here as well in the past couple days. I think today's the first day that we have sun in a while.
We have a lot of rain that like downtown is pretty much flooded at this point, so that's fun.
Hopefully it helps with the fires.
Well, I think it'll help in Jasper because it's snowing up there, so
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's Alberta. I don't know what to say. Like, it is what it is. We've had July here in Calgary have snow, so I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so my pick for this like rainy vibe that's been going on is Forever Rain by Namjoon. I love like making a cup of tea and like having this song on in the background and just like reading a book. Like it invokes this like beautiful feeling of like safety and serenity that I can't explain unless you just like listen to the song.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
Just so good. It's so good.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm such in a silly mood today.
We love it.
Kind of weird.
We love a silly mood.
But anyway, this brings us to the end of this week's episode. As usual, we have a new podcast episode coming out every Thursday and a new clip coming out every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST. Yeah. You can also listen to us on the go, basically on any app where you would listen to your podcasts on the go. You can also find us on our social medias at army-thinktank or at army-thinktank podcast. Still not on Facebook.
No. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it.
Nope.
I can't.
But otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. On that note, have a good week. And we'll see you guys next Thursday.